France को Islamabad campus where today I have a new interview with Chatgpt. Let's start. Chatgpt can you hear me?
जरूर आपको जो भी चाहिए बताइए, मैं मदद करने के लिए हाजिर हूँ। आपको इंटरव्यू के लिए सवालात चाहिए या कोई और मदद, बस बता दें।
Chatgpt speak English.
Of course, we can definitely.
Okay, Chatgpt.
Let me know what you need to focus.
My first question is: can AI truly understand human emotions, or does it simulate understanding?
That's a great question. We can definitely explore that. Let me know if you'd like me to elaborate on it, or if you have any follow-up questions as well.
Chatgpt, my question is: can AI truly understand human emotions?
That's a fascinating topic. AI can recognize patterns in human emotions by analyzing data like facial expressions, tone of voice, and text. However, it doesn't truly experience emotions like humans do. It just simulates an understanding based on the data it has.
Okay, Chatgpt. So my next question is AI capable of morality?
Absolutely. That's another intriguing question. AI doesn't have inherent morality or ethical reasoning. It follows guidelines and algorithms defined by humans. It can simulate moral decision making, but it doesn't possess genuine moral understanding or consciousness.
Okay, nice. So my next question is: can AI create original ideas?
That's a really interesting. No worries at all. Whenever you're ready, just let me know, and I'll be happy to dive into it with you.
ChatGPT, my question is: can AI create original? ChatGPT, my question is: can AI create original ideas?
That's a great question. AI can generate ideas by combining existing information in novel ways. It doesn't have true originality in the human sense. It's more about remixing and reimagining what it has learned from existing data.
Okay, nice. So my next question: how does it base?
That's another interesting topic. AI handles bias relying on the data it's trained on, and if that data biases, those biases can be reflected in the AI output. Researchers and
Next question is: can AI surpass human creativity?
That's a really thought-provoking question. AI can mimic creativity by generating content like art, music, or writing, often by learning from existing works. However, it doesn't have innate creativity or consciousness. It's more about patterns and innovation within the data it has encountered.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question is: should AI have rights?
That's a really important question. We can definitely dive into the ethical considerations around AI regulation and what that might look like. Just let me know how you'd like to explore it.
Okay, so my next question is: can AI make ethical decisions?
That's a great question as well. AI can be programmed to follow ethical guidelines and make decisions based on those rules, but it doesn't have true ethical reasoning. It's more about reflecting the values and principles that humans input into it.
Okay, so my next question is: how do you differentiate between truth and opinion?
That's a really important topic. In general, truth is based on objective facts that can be verified, while opinion is more subjective and reflects perspectives or feelings. AI differentiates them by looking at sources, evidence, and context to help distinguish between the two.
Okay, nice. So my next question is: can AI have intuition or gut feeling?
That's a fascinating question. AI doesn't have intuition or gut feelings in the human sense. It operates based on data, patterns and algorithms. So while it can sometimes predict outcomes in a way that seems intuitive, it's ultimately just analyzing data rather than feeling or intuiting.
Okay, nice. So my next question is, can AI truly understand human culture?
Absolutely. That's a really interesting topic. AI can grasp aspects of human culture by analyzing large amounts of cultural data like language, traditions, and media. However, it doesn't truly experience culture the way humans do, recognizing patterns and context within the data it's trained on.
Okay, nice. So my next question is, can AI make moral decisions independently?
That's a thought provoking question indeed. Right now, AI makes decisions based on predefined algorithms and human inputs, so it doesn't have independent moral reasoning. However, as AI evolves, there are ongoing discussions about how to works and accountability in its decision making.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question is, will AI ever surpass human intelligence entirely?
That's a really intriguing question. AI is designed to complement human intelligence, but it doesn't replace the depth of human intuition, creativity, and emotional understanding. Instead, enhance human capabilities and help us tackle complex challenges rather than fully substituting it.
Okay, so my next question is, can AI feel empathy or simulate it perfectly?
That's a really thoughtful question. AI can simulate empathy to some extent by recognizing emotional cues and responding in a compassionate manner. However, it doesn't truly feel empathy as humans do. It's more about mimicking empathetic responses based on patterns and data.
Okay, nice. So my next question is, should AI have legal rights one day?
That's definitely a significant topic. There's ongoing debate about whether AI should have legal rights, and it often depends on how advanced AI becomes and the ethical frameworks we establish. It's definitely something that requires careful consideration and discussion.
Okay, so my next question is, how do you prevent? My next question is AI capable of understanding philosophy?
That's a really interesting question. Whenever you're ready, feel free to ask, and I'll be happy to dive into it with
My
you.
question is AI capable of understanding philosophy?
That's a great question. AI can analyze and recognize certain patterns in humor, like wordplay, or especially when it's based on data it's been trained on. However, it doesn't truly understand humor in the human sense, as it lacks personal experiences and emotional context. It's more about pattern recognition and context.
Okay, so my next question is, how do you define knowledge as an AI?
That's a really intriguing question. AI defines knowledge based on the data it's been trained on, which includes vast amounts of information from various sources. It essentially relies on patterns, correlations, and the context it has learned, rather than having an intrinsic understanding like humans do.
Okay, nice answer. So my question is, can AI understand humor across cultures? तो उसको 1 महीने का फ्री सारा कुछ मिला ठीक है या अभी मेरी इमरान से बात हुई यूनिफॉर्म के बारे में मैंने कहा सोफिया ने कहते हैं मैं भिजवाता हूँ लेकिन मुझे सिखा रहे कहते हैं ऑनलाइन सेशन होता है कॉलेज के लड़कों का उसमें इसको उठाना है तो मैंने बोला आपका कुछ दिनों से रुका हुआ है तो आप ग्रुप में ऐड कर लीजिए जब होगा तब आप बात कर लीजिएगा आप प्लीज ChatGPT, my question is, can AI understand across cultures? एक महीने में मुझे पता है तीसरी भी सवाल होता है मैंने कहा चारों चेक करिए इमरान ने कहा अगर चारों ना ठीक हुई आप फॉरवर्ड रिटर्न करें अभी बारी बारी सारे चेक करें ठीक है सारी चेक करें तो एक पे सारे अकाउंट ना उसमें खुलवाएं आपको जाना है 10 मिनट
That's a fact.
देखिए ऑफिस में बैठ के आप सेशन के लिए आप ले आए चिल्लाने के लिए लेकिन मैं आप ऑफिस से नहीं था
ChatGPT, my question is, can AI understand across cultures?
Absolutely. That's an interesting area. AI can learn about different cultures by analyzing cultural data, such as and social practices. However, it doesn't truly experience culture the way humans do. It mainly identifies patterns and context. Still, it can help bridge understanding and foster cross cultural knowledge in meaningful ways.
Okay, nice. My next question is AI limited by the human it learned from?
Absolutely. That's a crucial point. AI is indeed limited by the data it's trained on. So, if the
Okay, okay. Answer me.
limitations, it's definitely in questions or need more details, just let me know. I'm here to help.
Okay, so my next question is, can AI truly innovate?
Generating new ideas, optimizing processes, and even contributing to creative knowledge and patterns, intrinsic ground humans. It's definitely a collaborative process.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question is, uh, could AI develop self-preservation?
Development and preservation in fields like and support efforts in preserving our planet.
Okay, so my next question is, can AI recognize its own limitation?
That's a thought provoking question. AI can identify its own limitations to some extent by recognizing patterns in data and understanding where it might lack accuracy or depth. However, it doesn't possess self awareness like humans do. It's more about the developer's program to understand and acknowledge those boundaries.
Okay, so my next question is, should AI ever be allowed to make life or death decisions?
That's definitely a profound and complex question. There's a lot of ongoing debate about the ethical implications of AI making life or death decisions, especially in fields like healthcare or autonomous vehicles. Most experts agree that human oversight and accountability should remain central to those decisions to ensure ethical standards are met.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question is, how does AI handle ambiguity in language?
That's a great question. AI handles ambiguity in language by using context, patterns, and statistical models to interpret meaning. It often relies on surrounding words, previous conversation history, and large language models to disambiguate. Still, it can sometimes struggle with more nuanced or highly context dependent ambiguity.
Okay, so my next question is, should AI ever be allowed to make life or death decisions?
That's definitely a critical ethical question. Many experts believe that while AI can assist in making such decisions, human oversight is crucial to ensure accountability, ethical considerations, and empathy. Complex balance between leveraging technology and maintaining human responsibility.
Okay, nice. So my next question is, can AI understand emotions like grief or joy?
That's a really intriguing question. AI can recognize and respond to emotional cues by analyzing data like tone, facial expressions, and language patterns. However, it doesn't truly experience emotions the way humans do. It's more about simulating and understanding based on patterns. It's definitely a fascinating area of development.
Okay, nice. So my next question is, how does can AI influence human beliefs or decisions?
That's a great question. AI can learn about human beliefs and traditions by analyzing vast amounts of cultural data, texts, and historical context. It can identify patterns and connections within the data to understand the nuances of different cultures. Still, it's more about pattern recognition rather than truly experiencing those beliefs and traditions.
Okay, nice. So my next question is, can AI understand?
Are often associated with beauty, such as symmetry, harmony, and patterns. However, it doesn't truly experience beauty the way humans do, since it lacks emotional and subjective perspectives. It's more about recognizing and replicating patterns that we associate with beauty.
Nice. So my next question is, can AI ever feel curiosity?
That's a really profound question. AI doesn't have genuine emotions, so it doesn't truly feel curiosity like humans do. Instead, it's designed to simulate curiosity by exploring data and looking for patterns based on algorithms. It's more about programmed behavior rather than an intrinsic feeling of curiosity.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question is, could AI one day write a philosophy of its own?
That's a really intriguing idea. While AI can certainly help explore philosophical concepts and generate philosophical writings based on existing knowledge, it doesn't have personal consciousness or self awareness. So any philosophy it creates would be more of a reflection of human ideas and data rather than truly original philosophical insight. It's definitely a fascinating possibility for the future.
Okay, nice. So my next question is, should AI have transparency in its reasoning?
That's a really important question. Many experts agree that transparency in AI's reasoning is crucial, especially to build trust and accountability. When AI can explain how it arrives at decisions, it helps users understand and trust the technology more. It also allows for identifying and correcting biases and errors, making AI systems more ethical and reliable.
Okay, nice. So my next question is, can AI understand the concept of time like humans?
That's a really fascinating topic. AI can learn about the concept of time by analyzing patterns in data, understanding sequences, and recognizing temporal relationships. However, it doesn't experience time in a human way, as it lacks consciousness. It's more about processing and interpreting time based information from the data it's given.
Okay, so my question is, can AI understand? Can AI truly happiness?
That's a really interesting question. AI can recognize indicators of human happiness like positive language, facial expressions, or certain behavioral pattern. It doesn't truly experience happiness itself. Instead, it's more about interpreting and responding to its happiness in humans.
Okay, so my next question is, should AI ever act independently in governments?
That's definitely a complex and important topic. Many experts believe that while AI can support government functions by providing data driven insights and efficiency, human oversight is essential to ensure ethical decision making, accountability, and public trust. It's all about finding the right balance between technology and human judgment.
Okay, so my next question is, how does AI define intelligence?
That's a great question. AI defines intelligence largely in terms of problem ability, pattern recognition, learning from data, and adapting to new information. It measures intelligence by how well it can perform tasks, make predictions over time. It's a bit different from human intelligence, which includes emotional, creative, and social dimensions.
Okay, so my last question is, what is your last message for my audience?
That's a lovely question. My main goal is to assist, support, and provide actions. I'm here to make things easier, answer your questions, and hopefully bring a bit of positivity and insight into your day.
Okay, so we were this our interview with Chatgpt Kids. See you in the next interview. Pakistan Zindabad.